It is a cold fall night in New England. We are here at Chase's. We're gonna get a session in. And you know what else has been really cold? Our sessions lately. The last week, variance has just been kicking us in the nuts, man. Right now, today's mindset is we just gotta go in and just see the ball go in the hoop, right? Little field goal, little layup. I just want to score a point, okay? Just need a win. That's how bad this week's been going, all right? So today, no hero capes. They're gonna stay off. No, let's just ABC poker. Winning poker is boring. Let's just get in here and hopefully book a win, and the cards just fall sort of near us, okay? And yo, these winter hats keeping us warm. We're going in. Let's see what happens. All right, let's jump right in. We have Queen 10 suited in the small blind. Straddles on a couple of limps. We're happy to just go 5 ways to a flop. No need to isolate and squeeze so early on. First hand, let's just take it easy. Flop comes 10, King 10. Let's go. We check, hoping someone falls in the trap, but of course, it checks around. Turn is the Jack of clubs. No more checking. We got to get some money in this pot. We bet 20 and a 30. Now, of course, we're at Chasers, right? So we're expecting maybe 1 or 2 calls. But no, we get everyone to call. Big blind calls, straddle calls. First limper looks at his hand 7 times and he throws in the chips. Now the button, his head's spinning. He looks like he wants to squeeze, but he's coming along. Anybody else in Oklahoma or anywhere around the world they want to call? Come on, water's warm. We're going 5 ways to a river. There's 130 in the middle. River's the 6 of hearts. Beautiful. Changes nothing. Now, nobody's playing ace queen or queen 9 like this. If they have a 10, we have the best hand, all right? So we're hoping to get called by a sticky king here, right? No one else plays any of those hands like this. We bet 100 into 130. Now, big blind folds, and the straddle goes in the tank a little bit. If he rips it on us here, we'll probably beat and likely find a fold. I would really hate it though. But he does throw it away. Whew. Now the limper, he's mulling it over, and he does throw in a big stack of reds for a call, but and folds. He says ace jack. So very great way to start the session off for us. We show the trips with the queen kicker. We're gonna zoom in over there for you guys to see it because the glare is a little rough. My homegirl's dealing this hand, as you guys can see by her tattoos. I love Jen, and thank you for letting me use the Jesus piece when she deals, because usually she murders me. So we are on a great start. Hopefully we can maintain this, because like I've said at the beginning of the video, we've been getting slaughtered, okay? Let's keep it moving, guys. We need a big day. Moving along, next hand, we look down at pocket jacks. Okay, now the table's playing a little nitty, so we're gonna tone it down. We open at $10, which is usually standard for tighter games. Our guy over here loves to call. He calls, and we get 1 caller from the small blind, sorry. Big blind folds. We're going 3 ways to a flop, and again, right now it's early in the day and the table's playing pretty nitty. Keep that in mind. Flop comes 4 ace deuce. We just check, and it checks around. No need to bloat a pot right this second. Turn is a deuce, pairing the board. All right, let's see what's going on. Bet 15 half pot. Our friend over here makes the quick call, and small blind folds. Now, this guy isn't playing pretty much any 2 cards, so we're pretty confident we have the best hand. River is the 7 of hearts. There's 63 in the middle. We bet 15 again, and he does call a pocket 3s. Now, in hindsight, I know $30 seems pretty small for value, but long term, hey, $30, people work like, you know, an hour and a half for that kind of money sometimes. So, moving along, game is still kind of in the mud, but it is going to pick up right here. We look down and squeeze the 7-6 suited. Under the gun opens to 15. We call. I know you guys are going to say, why not 3-bet? But the way this game is playing, people are short. So if you're 3-betting, they're kind of just jamming, and like it's just meh. Now this young kid in the 1 seat is going to raise it to 75. He's been 3-betting almost everyone, like straight GTO, hands that, you know, there's no reads. He's just, if the chart says it, he's doing it. So we're closing the action, and why not try to ruin his day? I'm just kidding. He was a nice kid. We call the 75, and we're going heads up. Flop is 876 rainbow. Hello, bottom 2. Now we're gonna check it over and give him the rope. Now he moves insanely slow. Like he could make paint dry in Olympic sport, okay? He does end up betting 55 with like 300 behind. We kind of go back and forth. We think about flatten to let him hang himself, but we just put the raise in. We make it 225. Now, the reason we don't flat here to trap if he has overpairs, because A, I don't really think he's going to fold, and B, there are so many bad cards on his turn that can kill the action, right? Like we said last time, if we have the best of it, let's get the money in. He goes into tank for another 30 hours, I mean, and finds the fold. He does ask me to see it, and I go, hey, you gotta watch it on YouTube. So he did say he was going to subscribe. If he's watching this, it was fun playing, and I'm only busting him jibber jabber jokes. Okay, don't get mad at me. All right, now it's what everyone loves to see. Bomb pots, let's go. You know how these go. They either can make you or break you, and you can't just fold because you're gonna lose $30 an hour. 120 in the middle. Let's see what happens. We are going to be getting the first top board is 846 rainbow. Bottom board is 3610 all clubs. We look down at 7-5 off. We flopped a nut straight on top and a gutty on the bottom. We'll take it. We lead 50 here, 1/3. I lied. It was 120, so a little more than 1/3. I wish we sized up still. It wasn't enough. I think you got to go 75 in bomb pots. We get our good old friend over here to make the call. And now it does fold over to Mr. Slow Motion himself. And he goes into tank like his friend. And they're just having a slow pace off over here. I mean, Jesus Louise. 6 hours later. Come on, buddy. Find the fold. There is no main event. You're not on TV. You're in New England. Thank you. Folds, finally. All right, we're heads up with our friend over here. Turn is the 10 and the 9 of spades on the bottom. We now have a double gutty on the bottom. The top really didn't help us. 7-9 got there. But we're still going with it, right? I'm pretty sure we have the best of it on top. We bet 150 and he snap calls. Like, wowzers. Now, at this point, I'm pretty sure we're beat on the bottom. But we're still going with it either way. The great dealer does catch him trying to go short 25. And the river comes the 6 and the 8 of clubs. We do hit it straight on the bottom, but I mean, the top has got so bad. We go all in for 300. We put him all in. He snap calls. We go straight, and he does muck. Now, that's a great part, right? The guy to my left, who I've played with, is usually pretty cool. He goes to the guy, you don't have a club on the bottom? Do not be this person. The pot could be 1,000 or 5 or 1,000,000. You do not say anything, especially if you're not in the hand. Once a hand is tabled, fair game, but don't do that. Here's a little zoom in for the action for the board. You guys can see it. I really do think bomb pots are worth it if you play them the right way. We got lucky that, you know, we scooped it if he did or didn't have a club. Now, moving along, bomb pots are in the past. We look down at King 10 off. Now, this hand's funny. We're the big blind dead small. There's 2 limps, and we just hit gold in this hand. Flop is 5, Queen 8, rainbow. Checks around. We're like, all right, we're done with this hand. Turn is the ace. We have a gut shot. He bets 10 bucks, and the other limper's gonna call. I mean, all right, we flash a little splash in there. Flash a splash. That's cool. River's the jack of spades. Yahtzee! We have the nuts. We just lead over the pot for 50, thinking we're never getting a call. Like, you know what I mean? It's a limp pot. What's really going to happen, right? Now, this guy starts counting chips, and he raises us. Well, he min clicks, because he meant to raise, but he didn't put enough in. You know, the dealer breaks it down. Kudos to the dealer. This guy's catching everybody. This guy's trying to get discounts left and right. So he raises to 100. The other kid folds. He's got like 160 behind. We just put them all in. And it's funny because I'm like, he must have a straight here. Like, when he doesn't snap call, obviously I know we have the nuts. And I'm praying he has 9-10. And, you know, he goes into tank for a little bit. And I'm just like, wow, this pot's already almost $400. And it was limped 3 ways. Like, how does $9 turn into $400 when the flop's checked and we just hit the action turn card? I mean, he does make the fold, though. So this table is like, I mean, this table, dude. It takes him 4 hours to watch the 60-minute show on this table, okay? He's still tanking a little bit. Come on, buddy. Let's go. And, yep. I want you guys to see my pain. That's why I didn't fast forward this. He tanks. Still tanking. Oh, my God. Watching this over. Like, what is... Thank you. I showed the nuts. He said he had 2 pair. I'm like, dude, just... God. But, yeah. That was that hand. All right, enough of the slow Olympics. Let's keep it going. Also, peeping the Seattle playoff game. We look down at King Jack of Spades. We are in the small blind. Now, the table dynamic has definitely switched up. A lot of new players. Under the gun limps. 3 other guys limp. Now we're going to squeeze because we're a lot deeper than just 500. We make it 25. Big blind folds. Under the gun, my guy, Sonny, I see you. One of the greats, love him. Want to give him a little shout out, hello. He calls, and we get the old guy. Sorry, he's not old, he's just really slow. Yo, I love you if you're watching this, I really do. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest, and we keep it a little light. Flops 5-4 deuce, because why not? We check, and they both check back. Turn is the 8 of spades. Okay, now we got a flush draw. Now we can finagle in the pot. 80 in the middle. Let's try to buy this right now. We bet 40, half pot. Our guy, Sonny, snap calls, and the slow poke is going to fold. That's kind of mean. He's a really nice guy. I shouldn't call him slow poke. But Pokemon lovers, slow poke's awesome. We do river the flush. Deuce of spades. It does pair the board, but he's not really ever playing a set like this. He likes the action. We bet 75. Again, little bit of half pot. I wish we bet a little more, but we bet 75. Now, our guy goes into tank. Look at that purple shirt, man. You gotta have swag to wear that purple shirt, guys. I would look like Barney in that shirt. He looks like Stone Cold Pimp, okay? Moving along. He's in the tank. He calls. We show him the flush. He gives us a nice little fist pump. He had the ace 8 of clubs. Woof! Action card on the turn. He was definitely going to pick us off if a spade didn't hit. I will tell you guys that much. All right, and the wheels are moving in the right direction. We're trying to book a big win, and we are on pace. Moving along. This is the first misstep we take in a while. We have Queen Jack of Diamonds, and let me tell you guys this. This is why we don't squeeze in these games. Player opens to 15, call. I'm sorry, 25. I'm sorry. He opens to 20, and there's a call. I mean, oh my God. We raise to 100. Small blind is going to shove it in our face, man. Look at this. This is why we can't, and now we can't even fold unless one of these guys re-jams. But that's never going to happen. They're both going to fold in their own time zone when it takes them, you know, 14 hours the decision. But in reality, I asked the dealer how much because I know they're both folding. I just know they need to take this 10-hour TV commercial, okay? So the count's 195. So, like, son of a gun. It literally is going to cost me. Look at this guy's still tanking, man. They're so, oh my God, it's so aggravating. Even when I'm watching this back, going to do the audio, it's tilting me watching them take this much time. Like, Jesus, just fold. So it's 95 for us to win like 440. Like, obviously, and he has aces. Just unbelievable. I'm like, all right, buddy. Yeah, this is why we don't squeeze in 1-3. Come on, dealer. One time. Using the one time. And he puts the 5 of spades in our face. Look at this guy. But we do peel the queen for top pair. Turn is the king. We have an open. I try to bribe him with 15 because that's what Italians do. And the river's the 6. My God, that's it. He's going to have his kneecaps cracked open tomorrow. I'm just kidding. We don't do that. We're friendly people. That was not fun. Now, this hand is the Achilles heel. Like, this hand infuriates me, but we do not hide hands at this channel. Other vloggers, they might do that, but we are always honest. Now, slow man river makes a 20, we call, and the small blind calls. I absolutely despise watching this hand. Flop is 9 deuce 10, 1 spade, 2 hearts. We flop back to a flush draw and second pair. Checks to slow river. He bets 30. We call, and small blind folds. Now there's already 100 in the middle. I mean, oh, this hand makes me want to vomit. Turn is the jack of diamonds. It gives us an open ender now. I mean, why wouldn't it? And now he takes, I even had to speed this one up because it was so long. I didn't want you guys to stop watching. He bets 75. We should fold here. I mean, really should fold here. And we're thinking about putting them all in because he only has like another 90 behind. So in my mind, I'm like, well, if we call, I honestly botched this whole hand. Because if I'm only going to flat the turn here because he only has 90 behind, we should fold the river if we don't hit. Right? Makes sense. We call. Oh, the 75. There's now 250 in the middle. I literally, how do I even watch? Like, I feel like watching these back sometimes. Like, who's playing this hand? River's the 3 of spades. Now we have a flush draw naturally. He goes all in. Ha! Shocker! Now we can't fold. It's like $90 to win 450. Again, putting us in a stupid spot when we're never good. It's so unlikely he has hearts. We call, he has queens. Yeah, wonderful. That hand's important. We're going to talk about that at the end of the video in a recap, okay? This is the last hand of the session. We look down at King Jack off on the button. We are going to 3-bet to 50. Under the gun open to 15. We have a lot of history with him. He likes to spew, he likes the action, and he loves to needle me. Okay, he's a great guy, but we battle. Now, no surprise here, he calls 50. We're going heads up to a flop. We're in position, there's 100 in the middle, and we are seeing stars. Flop is 10, 4, 9, 2 spades, gut shot, 2 overs, and the jack of spades, working for it. And he could have absolutely anything here, right? Literally anything. So we are going to fire out 60, hoping he just folds. But I mean, why would anything ever go according to plan? He calls. Now there's 225 in the middle, and the turn is the 4 of spades. Now, he can very easily have a 4 here, okay? But it doesn't stop me because we can't really just check and give up here because there's 225 in the middle. We still have 2 overs, a gut shot, and flush. I mean, he doesn't really have a set here ever. And if he has a naked 4, he might get scared of the spades. We do bet 125. Just fold, man. Just fold. And he tanks for a while and calls. So now I know he has no 4, okay? I really think he has some stupid hand like pocket 8s or like king 9. Something really stupid, really. I'm being honest. 3 on the river. He checks. We have to just go for it. He has like 220 behind. We go all in. Now, I'm going to tell you guys why this is. I don't mind this hand at all, really. He goes in the tank forever, right? And he flips one of the chips to make a decision, like he's randomizing. The problem is the chips are identical on both sides. And then he ends up calling. So, yeah, whatever. Like, I show the hand. And he shows queen 9 off. Yeah, like, why wouldn't you have that hand? And then he needles me as a friend. He goes, thanks, nice hand, Rampage. He always calls me Rampage. Like, oh my God. After that hand, we had to leave because I was so dizzy. The game was great, but we were 7 hours in. It's just better to lock up a much-needed win. We end up winning, like, just under 300. And we're going to break into this more in the recap. All right, guys, let's get into the recap. First off, that queen 9 hand was a disaster. I really wanted to include that hand because honestly, those are the spots when you're card dead, you're antsy, and you don't want, there's no point of 3-betting those spots because they're not folding, right? In that table, they're gonna jam if they're short, and they're not gonna fold if you even hit the board and they have a good hand, right? So you make 20, but you call 20 and you stack them if you hit. Now, this is why that's terrible, and I always say to you guys, playing good poker. Winning poker's boring, right? Now that hand cost me like, you know, $250 or whatever it was. And you guys might be like, ah, it's $200, not the end of the world. But if you do that 3 times a week, you're losing, you know, $600. Like, it adds up. If you stop those stupid spots where you're like, you don't need to be in them, your hourly is gonna go way up. Your win rate's gonna go way up. I just can't stress it enough to you to just get those middling hands out of the way. Different story if you're on a heater and you wanna, you know, mess around a little bit, I get it. But when you're, like I said, coming in today, I needed a win. I was having a rough week. Like, there's no point of me putting myself in that spot. Like, it's just a bad spot to put yourself in long term. And I'll even give you guys a different example. Say that same spot happens. We'll do the same betting pattern and everything. He opens 20, we call the button. Flop comes 9-5-5, 1 spade, okay? He bets 30 or 40. You got top pair, backdoor flush. We're gonna call, right? Now the turn is the deuce of spades. Now you can't fold, right? And he bets 75. All right, we got a call. River's a 5. He goes all in for 90. You can't fold, right? It's just another example of these middling hands that it's just better to fold. Like, it doesn't cost you anything, just fold, right? And that's why I really want to, you know, I mean, I don't hide hands anyway, but I really wanted to, you know, dive into that spot, dive into that hand, and it just, you know, I'm the example. Cost me money there when I could have just folded pre-flop. Yeah, you're the button. Yeah, it's queen 9 suited, but just let it go. It doesn't cost you anything. And 9 times out of 10, it's just gonna get you in trouble. That's just like a plug. That's a leak. Like, you just cover those little spots up for the majority of the time, and I promise you'll see a huge difference in your hourly and your win rate, and you'll start noticing, like, wow, like, those little spots, they really do add up long term. It's not about one day, it's about long term making the best plays. So that was one hand. And then the king jack hand, the actual way that hand played out, I don't mind. The needles and him randomizing with an identical quarter or chip, that drove me insane. But he's a really cool kid and we have fun. And he keeps calling me Rampage, and so does other player that plays there, like, they're needling me because I called one of them the wrong name on an episode, like, confidently. So now they just go, nice hand, Rampage, nice hand. And the other day, someone came up to me who was, like, not a regular, obviously. He goes, hey, can I get a picture? Like, I really loved your, you know, on Hustle is Live. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, you're Rampage. I'm like, bro, I have 100 pounds on Rampage. I'm Italian, and I'm covered in tattoos. Like, I played with them 100 years ago, sure, but no one's like, you know, Mariano or something. Yeah, okay, like, he kind of looks like me, but like, Rampage and me don't look nothing alike. Okay, whatever, that's beside the point. So anyway, the king jack hand. I'm getting distracted. So usually they say if you're winning and the game's really good, you stay no matter what. We were up, like, you know, 300 at that point after that hand, but we were 7 hours in, right? And that casino closes at, you know, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. on the weekends, but 1 a.m. that day. And if we had taken another cooler and then we got stuck mentally, like, after that hand, and then the queen 9 hand, like, mentally I was out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. 7 hours in, you start feeling it after 7 hours. Like, 6 to 7 hours, it starts to be, like, you feel that fatigue hitting. I don't care where you are. And then the tilt, like, you know, no one's perfect, everyone tilts. Like, if I played after that, you have to know when to get up, okay? If I stayed, I wouldn't have been sharp. I was already starting to feel the cracks, okay? So I'm like, you know what? It's one long session. We'll book the win today. We'll come back tomorrow fresh with a win. And like I tell you guys, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the net, all right? So again, those 2 hands kind of, you know, were the big factor in the session. The queen 9 hand cost us like 300, and then that bluff obviously didn't work. Those 2 hands, you know, kind of made them break us. We still made 300, which in the grand scheme of things, after getting killed for a week, doesn't feel great, but it's better than a loss. So this person's a moron because they didn't go, and I shouldn't be. Hey, I'm in a Tesla, guys, just so you know. I'm not driving. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. let's get him next week, and hopefully we can keep the wheels moving and keep this win streak going to a Borgata.
Underdog Poker.